Hello, I'm Dr. Madlang. I'm the medical director for the Body Logic MD office in Ogden, Utah and Salt Lake City, Utah. My practice primarily concentrates on regenerative medicine and hormonal balance in both men and women. The majority of my practice has to do with perimenopausal women. I do have some younger women who have symptoms from polycystic ovaries. I have women who come to me with side effects from synthetic hormones, including birth control pills, but the great majority of my practice involves perimenopausal women. In other words, women who are in the process of losing their progesterone and their estrogen output. I also see men. Typically they're the spouses of the women that I've treated. They'll drag the men in. Men are very reluctant to admit that there possibly is something wrong. Probably part of the problem is that the change for men is so much more gradual than women. It's not the sudden gut-wrenching sort of presentation of hot flashes, irritability, depression that seems to hit some women rather suddenly. Men just seem to kind of had a bad day, and they seem to pile up having more and more bad days, and they're wondering why in the end they just don't seem to be what they were 10 years ago, and those men come to me. I will actually talk about lifestyle changes before I bring up hormonal issues, and I will make it clear to them that if they want to optimize the results from rebalancing their hormones, they will have to follow a particular diet, a low glycemic diet, and they'll have to start exercising. Although some patients who have adrenal issues are not able to exercise, and I'll have to tailor the exercise so they start out easily. Some patients will come in at the other end of the spectrum. They're exercising too much, and they actually have run themselves down through that, and it's hard to bring them back to a midpoint of moderate exercise. But I always do start first with emphasizing the lifestyle changes that they will have to undertake in order for the hormonal balancing to be successful.
I don't think I ever recovered from the birth of my twins, which was 22 years ago. I had everything in the world. I had a wonderful husband, a nice home, and 2 healthy full-size children. And for that 20 years, I was so depressed. I cried all the time. I was unable to relate well to my husband and to my family. In that journey of 20 years, I probably saw 4 family physicians, at least 4 psychiatrists. I've been on every antidepressant on the market, I believe. I self-admitted to a treatment facility for 6 weeks. I left that treatment facility on more medications than when I went in, and with no resolution. A little over a year ago, an acquaintance, someone that I didn't know very well, said, "Diane, I think you really should go see this doctor." I saw my Body Logic MD physician. It's been probably 11 and a half months ago. She did a full panel of hormones, including thyroid, which I'd had many times before. In a matter of 4 days after the prescription of my bioidentical hormones, my life changed. I was able to stop snapping at my family. I was able to think straight. I had such foggy thinking for years and years and years. I couldn't concentrate, and it was like turning a switch. In that 11 and a half months, I've lost 55 pounds. I've never been able to exercise. I couldn't get up in the morning. I'm now up in the morning and in the gym by 6 o'clock. I have strength I've never had before, and I just feel tremendous.
If you'd like to know more about my practice, go to bodylogicmd.com, look up Utah, and you'll find all my contact information there.